It's just crazy because it's like every time you think it can't get any worse, it shows you how worse it can actually get. Well. My whole thing is I really hate when I feel like the joke is on me. Even after all of this, me having a sneaky link, me finding out that Kevin was actually my girlfriend's best friend from a long time ago when so she's not even messing around with him, to the point where my girlfriend just exposed the fact that she knows something so crazy about Sarah. She said verbatim, it's going to blow my mind. Like, what are the odds of my girlfriend having tea on my sneaky link? And not just any regular tea. Y'all, she's like, look, once you find us out about Sarah, I really hope that you're not able to sleep at night. I really hope that you're not able to look her right in the eye. I really hope that you heal. You're going to need some type of help once you find out this news. Here we go again. But you know what? Never mind. Story time. Grab a drink, get a snack, kick your feet up and relax. Subscribe, like, and comment and all that, cause what? Is you cool? Team Twinkle Twinkle Gang, get my superstar subs. We back at that again with another story time. We back at that again with another story time. We back at that again with another story time. Part 9, huh? The sneaky link saga continues. Some of y'all been here since part 1 and y'all been tuned in, watching and waiting for every episode, so you know it's all love to y'all. Before I get into this video, I want to show y'all something that really shocked me, really caught me off guard. So I be posting on threads, kind of like tweeting or whatever, and I was just basically saying how, you know, my channel just reached 50,000 hours. I know that may not be a lot to a lot of y'all because other content creators, influencers do way more, but for me, it's an accomplishment, so I'm going to celebrate it. So, you know, I'm just basically, you know, typing, you know, just letting because there's some people that's keeping up with the whole vlogmas thing, counting the days, stuff like that. So I'm just, you know, posting just to be posting. And YouTube creators actually responding to my comment. Check it out. I'm saying that to say this, y'all. You never know who's watching. You never know who's tuning in. So if you out there posting content like me, y'all, keep posting. Don't worry about the viewers. Don't worry about who's tapping in and who's not, because I guarantee you, your audience will find you. The right audience, the right supporters, the right people that really love your content will find you. I'm not trying to preach to y'all, but I'm just saying, I know it's a lot of times people like, oh, you know what? That didn't get any views. I'm going to delete it. Or you know what? Nobody's watching me, or I'm going to stop posting. Y'all, if you have content to post, just post it. You never know who's into your content, who's waiting on you to post, who's waiting on you to, you know, update them on whatever type of content you're into. When I saw that, made me extremely happy. And of course, that still gave me that extra push. Like, you know what? Oh, y'all watching? Oh, y'all obsessed with story times? Now I got to really go hard since I know y'all got a little eye on me. Shout out to that YouTube creators account. Whoever's running it, y'all do need a little extra raise because you did that. Before we get started, y'all already know to give this video a big thumbs up. If you subscribe, thank you. Make sure your post notifications on. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? You coming here every day. I see you. Might as well go hit that button, baby. And now, without further ado, let's jump right into the story time. So, boom shakalaka, y'all. I'm standing outside the restaurant, and my girlfriend's basically having a big aha moment right in front of my face. She's like, you've been so worried about me and who Kevin is, but the whole time you don't even know who your sneaky link really is. Sarah is nothing but a liar. I'm like, well, okay, tell me what she's lying about. My girlfriend proceeds to go on. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep calling her my girlfriend. My ex proceeds to go on and say, yeah, she's doing stuff right in front of your face and behind your back. You're not even seeing it. Are you worried about what she can do for you, I guess? I don't know. You know, that girl has nothing on me. You know, she can't do anything I do. I don't even know if you like her for real. Maybe you was just trying to make me mad, but now you feel like a fool because I was never cheating on you. I was always being faithful. Y'all, oh my God. It's to the point where it's like, you know, we already broke up. Just tell me, what tea do you have on Sarah? She's like, you know what? I want you to find out just like I had to find everything out. Oh, ain't that? She's like, and when the poop hits the fan, just remember I told you so. Well, actually, you didn't tell me anything. I'm here trying to beg you for the tea on Sarah, and you're saying, oh, no, find out yourself. So she begins to walk off, and I say, well, wait, what about the files? You said you need to transfer files from my computer to yours. She said, F the files, F Sarah, and F you. All right, now you pushing it a little bit too far. F me? F me? I guess I do kind of deserve it, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Well, okay, F me, that's okay. My ex gets into the car with Kevin, and they just ride off into the wind. I'm just still standing in the parking lot, dumbfounded, lost, confused, all those words, ashamed, embarrassed. I'm just standing there. It's like I'm stuck. I really can't even move. As I'm standing there stuck, my phone begins to ring, and y'all, it's none other than Sarah. Oh my, not right now, Sarah. She keeps calling, texting, saying, hey, I need to talk to you. Is everything okay? You haven't been texting me back. You haven't been calling me. Like, Sarah, please. I continue to ignore Sarah. I get in my car and I start driving home, y'all, with a million things on my mind. Sarah is still calling nonstop. I can't even listen to my music because she's interrupting. Every time she's calling, it's coming through because back then we didn't have D&D. So as I'm driving, I get to thinking, like, you know what? Maybe Sarah can tell me the tea on her. So I finally answer the phone, like, what do you want, Sarah? She's like, hey, I haven't talked to you in a couple of hours. I've been missing you. What's going on? Why haven't you been answering my calls or returning my texts? I'm like, nah, forget all that. My ex just told me she has some tea on you that would blow my mind, that would affect me in ways that I wouldn't even understand. So what is it? What do you have to tell me? She's like, what? You're seriously going to believe her? That girl doesn't know what she's talking about. I have nothing to tell you. You know everything. Why would I hide anything from you? Y'all know what I think. It's always the people that's like, oh, I'm going to tell you everything. You know everything. I would never hide anything from you. I'm an open book. Those be the liars, y'all. So I asked Sarah again, like, are you sure there's nothing you have to tell me? Are you sure there's nothing that you think that involves me that I need to know? She's like, no, I have nothing to tell you. I have nothing to say or spill. She has no tea on me. She's just saying that to get under your skin. She doesn't know what she's talking about. And y'all, even though Sarah sounded like a plumb lie, I had no choice but to believe her at that point because, I mean, what else am I going to do? She's saying that she doesn't have any tea to spill, although my ex is saying she does. But at this point, I'm just so over the whole situation completely. Sarah then begins to ask me, oh, like, what happened when you went to meet up with her? Like, was she there with Kevin? I'm like, you know what? She was. And Kevin is actually her friend. So he's not worried about her. He's not dating. I feel like, Sarah, like, I feel like you knew that, but for whatever reason, you didn't tell me. She's like, I really didn't realize he was until a couple of hours ago. You know, I was scrolling down his feed and I just saw him post his fiance and I tried to call you, but you didn't answer me. Coincidentally, when I found out who Kevin is, all of a sudden, Miss Lurker, Miss Inspector Gadget, now all of a sudden, Sarah, you want to know who he is and you got to tell me. Like, oh, police. At this point, Sarah proceeds to tell me, hey, come over, just lay down real quick. Like, let me pamper you. And I tell Sarah, like, honestly, as of right now, I really need my space. Of course, Sarah not trying to understand that, but at this point, I don't care. If I say I'm not coming, I'm just not coming. There's no way right now you could talk me into it. So I just proceed to go home. I get home, I'm getting my stuff ready because I do have to go to work tomorrow. So I'm getting my clothes out. I'm making sure I have my food and stuff packed for my lunchbox. And I realize I left my work badge at Sarah's house. Ugh. It was already super late. I'm already tired. So I just hopped in the car real quick and I just, began to make my way over Sarah's house. I definitely should have called, just gave her that common courtesy. But at this point, you was wanting me to come over anyway. So I'm just thinking, a little pop-up won't hurt nobody, right? Oh my God, wrong. Oh my God, so wrong. Oh my God, wrong. So I began to pull up at Sarah's house. Now, mind you, I'm on my phone, so I'm not really paying attention. But something just told me, like, look up, look up. Y'all, I look up and about 2 cars in front of me parked on the side is that same car that showed up at my ex house twice and was like, you do know me. I'm going to make sure you know me, like the mysterious man. Why's the mysterious man outside of Sarah's house? Y'all, the minute I seen him, he seen me too. And immediately he just drove off extremely fast. So I thought that was weird. So at this point, I'm running in Sarah's house like, bro, who is that? What's his name? Who is that guy? Sarah's like, calm down. Wait a minute. You're talking too fast. What are you talking about? What guy? Okay. Now you, okay. You trying to play. That guy that was sitting outside your house was the same guy that was sitting outside our house for 2 days in a row saying that my girlfriend knew him. Sarah's like, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't see a guy. I don't know a guy. I don't see a car. Like, are you sure? Maybe you're just sleepy. Come in here and lay down. I'm not laying down at your house. I know what I seen. It's the exact same guy with the exact same car. Tell me why he's outside your crib right now. Sarah kept sticking to the same story. Look, I don't know what guy you're talking about. I don't see any type of car. I would love to help you. I would never lie to you or keep anything from you, but I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so now I'm really starting to feel like I'm being played with because how coincidental is it that this same man that was just outside my ex house for 2 days in a row is outside yours, but you're telling me you don't know who he is at all? And also, I felt like she was being extremely passive about it. Like, if I'm telling you, like, I'm honestly just, like, freaking out. I'm like, bro, who is that guy? And she's just like, oh, I'm sure it's nothing. Oh, I'm sure you're probably mistaken. Like, she was just taking it way too cool. And honestly, that was a big red flag for me. She kind of distracted me from the fact. She's like, but hold on, you're at my house. I thought you said that you was going to go home and get ready for work. I'm like, yeah, I left my work badge. So, okay, we walk into her house and we get the work badge. As I'm searching around her house for the work badge, I hear her on the phone and she's kind of like talking so that I can't hear her. Y'all know how like you get that little murmur going on like, yeah, hello? Yeah. Because you don't want the other person that's around you or in the room to hear your conversation. That's exactly what type of time she was on. So me being me, I'm tired of being left out the loop. I'm tired of the surprises. I need to know what's going on. Why all of a sudden you murmuring? Any other time you answer the phone, you talking loud and proud. But now that I'm here, you kind of like trying to keep it on the low. Nah, who you on the phone with? So me, I bust in the room like, so who you talking to, Sarah? Who you on the phone with? I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I never asked for no stuff like that. So I can only assume, why she was kind of caught off guard looking at me like, what you mean? But yeah, I need to know who you on the phone with. Who you talking to right now? Because I feel like some sneaky stuff going on. My antenna's going off and I'm really not liking the vibe. So who are you talking to? Sarah says, Kevin. I'm like, Kevin as in Uncle Kevin? As in, you told me that he always called late at night when he gets drunk and stuff like that? Sarah ain't say nothing. Hello, anybody home? Cat got your tongue now? Ask you a question. What's going on? Kevin who? I snatched the phone out of her hand. I picked the phone up to my ear and say, hello, who is this? Y'all, as soon as I said that, the person on the phone hung up. Nah, see, I'm really not liking this. Who is this Kevin? Why? You told me it was your uncle. Why you standing there looking so dumbfounded? Sarah says, oh, no, it's nothing like that. I'm just really shocked that you even would ask me who that is on my phone because you never asked me nothing like that before. So I really didn't know how to respond to that. Hold on, chat. Let me write. Boo. The fool. We can do a little smiley face. I'm like, nah, you got the wrong one. I'm not going for nothing like that. Call Kevin back. Call him back right now. I hand Sarah the phone. She gets the phone and she's calling Kevin back. And the phone is ringing, voicemail. I don't care. Call him again. The phone is ringing, voicemail. I don't know about that. Third time's the charm. Call him one more time. Y'all, this time it's like he turned the phone off or maybe he blocked her because the phone was going straight to voicemail. Ain't that about him? At this point, I'm livid. And it's like, I'm not leaving your crib until I find out who Kevin is. Who this Kevin is that you talking to. I found out who the Kevin is that was talking to my girl that you tried to make it seem like her man. But who is this Kevin calling your phone? And why every time he call, you either don't answer, and when you do answer, you keeping it on the low. I don't like that. It's giving me sneaky vibes. So I'm going to wait and sit here until I find out who Kevin is. Then I'm like, boom, I get a little thought. I'm like, do y'all have any previous messages? Let me see your phone. Go to your text messages. Y'all, the only person in Sarah's text thread was me. Not a friend, not a mom, not a dad, not a coworker, just me. I was the only person, single one person in her text thread. Now, be real. That's the biggest red flag of all. I know you out here texting folks, girl. Come on, who do I look like? Is you cool? I guess Sarah see how shocked I am. So she's like, I told you I only talk to you. I only want to converse with you. I don't care about anyone else. I only see you. Sarah, please stop it, bro. Because at this point, I feel like you love bombing me. Just stop. For me to be the only person in your text message thread, that is giving so many red flags you don't even realize. I'm like, so Kevin, your uncle Kevin calls you. She's like, yes, every kind of late night, every other night, he calls me just to say, like, you know, he loves me. He misses his nieces, this and that. It's nothing. That's Kevin. Y'all know I'm not going to believe that, right? As me and Sarah arguing, going back and forth, my phone started ringing. I pick it up, and y'all, and it's my ex calling me. And I'm like, wow, why she calling me? I thought she was done with me. She says, hey, I got into a little accident. You know, I was kind of a little tipsy and driving. My mom, she won't wake up. I don't know who else to call. Can you please meet me here? Tell me the location where she at. And I tell Sarah, like, look, we're going to have to get into this later. My ex just called me. She just got into a car accident. I got to go. Y'all know Sarah was telling me, no, don't leave. She's like, why would you go? She literally just broke up with you. Let her call somebody else. Why would she call you? So I tell Sarah, like, honestly, this not your place. I'm going. She still needs me. The breakup is fresh. I'm still going to go check on her. Move out of the way. Y'all, Sarah called her little self blocking the door. I politely shoved Sarah out the way and I told her, like, look, that's over with. I'm going to see about her. I'm going to check on her. I don't care whether you like it or not. Y'all, Sarah is running behind me like, no, don't go. I'll tell her. You'll tell her what? Everything's already out the bag. There's nothing more you can tell her. She know about the tattoo. She know about us messing around. And honestly, she says that she has something to tell me about you. So now what, Sarah? You don't have a horse in this race. Sarah couldn't do nothing but stand there and look dumbfounded. Yeah, now who's looking crazy? You have no power over me no more. At first, it's like, oh, I'm going to expose you. I'll tell her if you don't do this and do that. She knows everything. Everything is already out on the table, and I feel good about it. Sarah, watch out. I'm about to drive off. Sarah stood there pouting and crying and please don't go. Please don't go. She's using this to get back at you. She's trying to just, swing you back in, roll you back in. And honestly, I miss her. So if that's the case, then that's fine with me too. Move out the way. I drove off and now I'm on the way to my ex, hoping and praying that she's all right, y'all. Y'all, all I remember is me hopping in the car and driving so fast. I kept calling her, making sure we kept in contact, like, hey, are you okay? Is the paramedics on the way? What's wrong, y'all? She could not stop crying. She just kept saying, please hurry up, get here, get here. I finally pull up and my ex is sitting on the side of the road, and at this point, it's starting to rain. She's crying, her makeup is everywhere, and I'm like, hey, what happened? The first thing she asked me is like, what took you so long? Because honestly, the wreck happened right around the corner from our house. Now, there was not the time to tell her, like, you know what, I just came from Sarah's house. I'm sorry, y'all, I just wasn't gonna do it. So I told her, like, I just had to, jump up out of bed. I had to put some clothes on, but I tried to make sure I got here as soon as I can. I'm sorry if I, arrived a little late. Y'all, she then proceeds to tell me, she was like, that guy that showed up to the house 2 days ago, he tried to run me off the road. She was telling me how she was coming from dropping her best friend off to his fiance. And next thing you know, she was on her way back to her crib, but she was just like, just swinging by mine because it's the way to go. And she saw the car, and the car would not stop trying to run her off the road until she finally swerved. That same car that was just at Sarah's house is the same car that just tried to really just unalive my girl. All right, now this is getting out of control. It's already one thing, him just popping up out the blue, but he literally just tried to take your life. We're not playing none of them games. She's like, I tried to call my mom. I tried to call my other friends. I really didn't want to bother you because I know we're not on good terms. And I'm just like, look, good terms or bad terms, I'm going to be there for you. Don't worry about all of that. The minute you called me, I dropped everything and I came running. I got up and I came right to you. I feel like she would honestly do the same thing for me. Y'all, I was so mad. I was enraged at that point because I don't understand. Mystery man, we don't even know who you are. What is your point? What is your deal? Pickle. Get it? No, but for real, imagine someone you don't even know. You don't know where they come from. You don't know where you know them from. You don't know how they know you. And they like trying to run you off the road. That's a scary feeling. I could definitely understand why my girlfriend was just kind of like shooken up. Like she was really like not herself at that point. And besides, they was sitting at the bar. She was sitting at the bar drinking with Kevin. So, she's a little tipsy. She got a little alcohol in her system. And then I was just doing my best to try to calm her down, y'all. The paramedics came over to check her out, y'all. Everything was fine. Her car was totaled, so she asked me if I could just take her home, like, drive her. She obviously been drinking, so she'll need to be driving anyway. So, cool, of course, I could do that for you. We get in my car, we driving, and y'all, Sarah would not stop calling. I literally had to turn my phone off because she was just calling back to back to back, blowing my phone up back to back to back, and it's like, oh my God. She like that little fly in your ear that never go away, for real. We pull up to my ex house, and I finally get out. I walk her up to the door, and I'm just telling her, like, look, I'm so sorry this happened, but don't worry, you're going to be good. I'll help you get back on your feet. Like, try not to stress this out. We're going to find out who Mystery Man is. Don't worry about it. I got you. I turn around. She says, wait. She opens her arms up as if to say, like, can I have a hug? So, y'all, I hug her so tight. And honestly, I was missing that. I was needing that. We stood there hugging for like maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes tops. And so then I tried to like, kind of back up because at this point, I'm starting to get a little emotional. It's like everything really starting to hit the fan for me. Everything really reality. I tried to walk away and she's like, can you please stay the night with me? Oh, you want me to stay? I thought we was just, because you just told me that, and the whole thing with Sarah, she's like, Starry, I don't want to hear about none of that right now. I want you to spend the night with me. I just want you to hold me, please. Oh, I can hold you. That. I can hold you. Hey, that's what you want. I could definitely do that. You know what I'm saying? That's free. And, I'm a good holder, cuddler type of person. So, yeah, I know, y'all. I know. Here we go again with that. But, y'all, I needed that. She needed that. The way we was holding and cuddling each other, you would have thought we was Jack and Rose off Titanic. You remember when that was in the water? And that was something just like, I'll never let go, Jack. That was us right then and there. And it was just, that moment I really wish that it could last forever. I woke up in the morning, and even though she was the drunk one, it's like she was already in the kitchen. She was cooking. I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going to be late for work. She's like, no, don't go. I really want to spend this day with you. I really miss you. I hate to say it, but I do. I miss us. Like, all right, hold on. I'm confused. Now, at first, you didn't want me around you. You were saying stay away from you. You were saying F Sarah, F the printing papers that you needed on my computer, and F me. Now you want me to spend a day with you? She's like, yes, Daria, and I was so mad, but honestly, the way you came through for me last night, even on bad terms, that did something to me. You let me know that you love me no matter what, and that mean a lot to me. So let me cook you breakfast. Let me spend a day with you, please. That's all I'm asking. You can go back to doing whatever you was doing, and I'll go back to doing whatever I was doing. But hold on, what was you doing? Because was you cheating? Was you talking to somebody? Or I know what I was doing, but like, what was you doing? All right, but cool. Now is not the time to be doing all that. Gotcha. Y'all, so I'm like, okay, let me call in. So I turn my phone on because remember I had to turn my phone off because Sarah was blowing it up. I turn my phone on. I call my manager and I was like, look, I need to take a PTO day. A little incident had happened and I'm not going to be able to make it into work. He's like, okay, cool. Hope everything is all right. See you at work tomorrow. We get off the phone. I'm kind of just skimming through my text messages, seeing like maybe my friends text me, maybe some of my coworkers text me, y'all. And the last text message I get from Sarah, out of the whole many, she's like, hey, I'm at the hospital. It's an emergency. I need you to come now. Wait, Sarah at the hospital? What's going on? In my head, I'm thinking like, I just left Sarah's house. She was looking all fine and dandy, healthy and all of that. Why is she in the hospital, the emergency room at that? What happened? I guess when Sarah seen her message started delivering, she started calling me. She left a voicemail. She's like, look, I'm in the hospital. It's not looking good. You're the only one I have. My uncle won't answer his phone. Please pull up. I'm scared. I'm in here by myself. Can you please come see me? Oh, brother. Now, me and my ex just got back on good terms. She in the kitchen cooking, smiling. She's talking about, oh, remember that time when we did this? Remember that time we did that? Like, you know what I'm saying? We reminiscing on good terms. And here Sarah is laid up in the ER. The sneaky link saga continues, chat.